Anita Kumar. I'm Dr. Anita Kumar. I am from MGM Hospital, Kamoti. I'm a geriatrician by profession. So we deal with patients above 60 years of age. That is my specialty. What is different from the normal physicians is that we not only look into the regular things, but we look into a holistic health point of view. So therefore, I mean, it's a complete lecture I have to take on why we need geriatricians in the society. I write a lot of articles, and they have been published in in international papers, etc. So right now my aim over here is to just tell you about dementia, what is dementia, and how, as a caregiver, how do you take care of dementia. First, let me put this share screen. Okay. Shall I, can I share? Is my screen shared? Hello?
Yes, it's enabled.
It's enabled. All right. I had prepared for all of y'all because we're speaking about dementia. Can you see my slides?
Not yet.
Just a moment. Thank you so much. So I'm speaking about dementia. Quickly, in just the next 1 minute, can you tell me what you understood from the video? Can you just unmute yourself, anybody, and tell me what you understood from the video?
The little boy was talking to his grandmother.
Yeah.
Actually, she was very, very quiet first.
Right.
But after then she heard the music,
Right.
she remembered
Right.
a song, and then she started singing along with him.
Absolutely.
It was she sang along with him, which surprised all the others.
Absolutely. And anything else?
I felt that singing was triggered off something in her brain because she liked that part of it.
Exactly. Exactly. Anything else?
पहले का सब याद
Also,
था.
the word "I love you" is very inspiring.
Sorry, we lost you, ma'am. Hello.
उनको पहले का सब याद था.
हाँ.
बाद का उनको याद नहीं
Hello.
था. पहले
Okay.
का जब भी सॉन्ग आया तो उसको सब याद आ गया.
हाँ.
She
Okay.
remembered.
Okay. Fair enough. So now that's what dementia is, where the patient tends to forget a lot of things. And I will just go through in short what is dementia, because a lot of people are not aware what it is. And then I'll talk about caregiving in dementia. So where are my glasses? I've placed them exactly like that man has placed them. So it's on my head. And I mean, it's just that you don't even, the person who suffers from dementia will not even remember where they have kept their glasses. Sometimes they'll take the keys, they'll keep it inside the fridge, and they'll forget where they have kept the keys, and they'll keep on searching all around. You know, that is dementia. There is a constant change in the brain. आपके ब्रेन में आज कुछ है, कल कुछ और रहेगा, परसों कुछ और रहेगा. I'm talking about the pathophysiology of the brain and the various aspects of the brain. So this was just a figure I wanted to show you, that there are different aspects brain का. हम सिर्फ brain को एक तरह से जानते हैं, but ब्रेन में there are so many different locations, and हर location का एक अलग ही function होता है. So depending on which function is lost, उस हिसाब से that particular aspect or functioning of that patient is lost. So these are the different parts of the brain. So what is dementia? It is a syndrome in which there is a deterioration of the cognitive function and ability to process the thought beyond what might be expected by a normal aging. This was as per WHO. And we should know that dementia is a long-term problem. It is an acquired problem. It is not, it's a chronic problem. It will be long-lasting. And you have to know that there is no treatment for dementia. Whatever we do is to manage only the associated symptoms. not the disease per se cannot be reversed. Once the patient is diagnosed for dementia, the patient is only going to go worse and worse and worse. Now, the reason why this is an important disease, because annual household cost is so much, 45,000 to 2 lakhs in the urban areas, and it's a little slightly lesser in the rural areas. But imagine एक घर इतना पैसा बर्बाद करेगा एक patient के पीछे, तो घर they will go into 100% go into poverty, na? So therefore, this is an important disease that needs to be taken into account by the government, and appropriate steps have to be taken for the therapy of these patients. Now, what are the commonly lost cognitive functions? वो क्या होता है इस dementia में? There are episodic memory loss. इसका ये मतलब है कि बीच-बीच में patient भूल जाता है. They forget what they have gone. Certain episodes in their life they will forget. There are neuropsychiatric and social deficits like depression, anxiety, delusions. ये सब चीजें है ना, इसके लिए we'll have some therapy, some medicine, some counseling, etc. उससे थोड़ा बहुत फर्क पड़ेगा, लेकिन ज्यादा फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. This is a slow process of deterioration of the mental functions of this patient. Okay. देखिए, if you see on the right side, you have a healthy brain. You can obviously see a difference between the right side and the left side, which is severe Alzheimer's, because severe Alzheimer's में there are shaggy, वो MRI brain कराएंगे, या if you take a cross section of the brain, तो उनका जो brain है थोड़ा shaggy areas दिखेगा because of inappropriate deposition of proteins. Now, when I say dementia, it is an umbrella term, okay? मतलब dementia के अंदर बहुत सारे diseases होते हैं. There are several diseases. Alzheimer's being the most common diseases. Most common type of dementia is Alzheimer's. उसके बाद Lewy body, vascular, and others. But the point one must remember that because of all these diseases, there is a tendency to forget, and there's slow deterioration in the way the patient functions. This I just wanted to show you that the various types of dementia diseases. So उसमें first symptom क्या है? That is how you can help in differentiating between the various diseases, but it is not a clear cut first symptom. It can be anything, that it could be mixed also. So it is all a judgment call of your doctor. What are the causes? There are reversible causes, irreversible causes as well, which means there are, that's why when you go to a doctor and they give you a series of investigations, that is only to take off all the reversible cause. जो चीज reverse हो सकती है, मतलब dementia निकल सकता है उससे, तो वो रिवर्स कर दे, मतलब फिर डिमेंशिया खत्म हो जाएगा. बट इफ इट इज इरिवर्सिबल लाइक अल्जाइमर्स, एफटीडी, तो आप कुछ भी करो, आप कोई भी इन्वेस्टिगेशन करो, एवरीथिंग विल बी नॉर्मल रिपोर्ट्स, बट द पेशेंट विल स्टिल हैव फॉरगेटफुलनेस एंड डिटेरियोरेशन ऑफ फंक्शंस. दैट इज व्हेन यू कॉल इट अ इरिवर्सिबल डिमेंशिया एंड द पेशेंट गेट्स डायग्नोस्ड एज डिमेंशिया. So this is normal means even I forget, मैं भी कभी कभार भूल जाती हूँ, तो क्या मुझे dementia है? नहीं. So we have to differentiate between what is normal and what is abnormal. What are the different types of dementia, right? Like I said, Alzheimer's, vascular, Lewy body, frontotemporal, mixed dementia. ये सब it generally affects the old age. Generally, it doesn't mean कि आप 50 के आसपास होंगे तो भी आपको हो सकते हैं. जरूरी नहीं है कि आपको 60 plus होना है, 70 plus होना है, that you will get it. Even when you are 50, around say 45, 50, you can get dementia. The numbers, of course, expected to increase. There is memory loss. Alzheimer's is the most common form of dementia, and there are several reversible and irreversible causes. The most important risk factor for dementia is aging. As you age, that is the single most irreversible cause of dementia. मतलब aging को तो reverse कर ही नहीं सकते, right? So that is one of the risk factors. उसके अलावा we have other things like diet, alcohol, cardiovascular diseases, depression, diabetes, smoking, sleep apnea. Sleep apnea is when जब सोते हैं तभी आपका breath बंद हो जाता है. You stop taking breaths. okay, when you are sleeping, and that lasts for about 10 seconds, and suddenly you will because the brain और CO2 level बढ़ जाता है, तो brain में action होता है, and then you tend to wake up suddenly out of breath. So then you feel very difficult to sleep. ऐसे sleep होता है, it's difficult, and the patient becomes very restless, angry, agitated. ये सब signs होते हैं. Now, how do I approach as a doctor? आप मेरे पास आओगे patient को लेके कि मेरा patient को dementia है कि नहीं, देखो तो then I will see the patient, I'll examine, do the various investigations, whatever is needed, and then I will put the patient under a particular diagnosis. I will say that ठीक है, ये patient को ये है. Is it treatable? Is it reversible? ये भी देखना जरूरी है. Because the reason why we give so many investigations to diagnose dementia is because only if I rule out कि उनको कोई problem नहीं है, उनको कोई reversible causes नहीं, only then I can say हाँ, इनको dementia है और ये type है. And for me, what is primary is, which is why I am taking this lecture, is that I want to alleviate the burden of caregivers. And I know this is a very major problem in all diseases, in all elderly people, in all caregivers. It is a big problem, and it is, if I don't take care of my patient तो ठीक है, वो तो I have to take care. But if I don't take care of my patient's caregiver, their quality of life will reduce, which means the effect on my patient of my therapy is useless, right? So therefore, it is very important for me to alleviate the burden on caregivers. Now, I'll tell you just there are several stages of dementia, and they go through. There is a fast functional assessment, stages, and then as initially in this initial stage there is no impairment, and as you increase the stages, the patient becomes worse and worse. They are not able to do their functioning, appropriate functioning nahi hota hai. So I have just wanted to show you as a lay person, how do I know whether my patient has dementia, which stage of dementia. Now this is also very blurred. Ye lines jo hai main sirf बताने के लिए बता रही हूँ, but they are very blurred, they can overlap. A patient in early stage can be diagnosed as middle stage, or middle stage as late stage also. ऐसे there is no exact definition. So it is approximation and a doctor's understanding and judgment call of your doctor. What are the various signs? Warning signs. ये आपके लिए important है, so that you know that what dementia means and what should I see? When should I start taking my patient to the doctor? Does he really have dementia? उनको memory loss होता है. They have difficulty performing familiar tasks. There is problem with language, बोलने में problem, समझने में problem, judgment करने में problem. उनको time और space और place का समझ में नहीं आता है. They have poor judgment. They keep misplacing things here and there. Like I said, where they keep their keys कहीं रख देते हैं, specs कहीं रख देंगे. You will not understand, and they will not understand either. They have problems in tracking things. They have mood, and because of that, they keep getting agitated. They get angry. कि भाई मुझे क्यों याद नहीं रहा? Why can't I remember things? Why am I forgetting things? It's not possible. I don't have dementia. They will be in denial, and that is true. They will be in denial. There is trouble with images and spatial relationships, and they withdraw from work and social activities. They don't like to be involved. They will not be interested in anything around them. That is the problem. So what are ADLs? ADLs are activities of daily. What are they? मतलब हम रोज क्या करते हैं? Right from खाना, taking a bath, dressing, transferring, toileting, and traveling, etc., walking. ये सब चीजों में उनको help लगेगा, पर ये slowly लगेगा. As the patient deteriorates, उनको ये सब चीजों में they will need help eventually. And therefore, what should we do? We are caregivers, so what should we do for the patient? We should seek help. Primary care physician या geriatrician के पास जाइए. I am a geriatrician. So आइए हमारे पास, and then we will investigate and see, does your patient have dementia? आपको कुछ diagnosis कराना है, we'll see the MOCA test. There are several tests, of course, even question answer type of tests, questionnaires, ये सब आपको answer करना पड़ेगा. What happens if the person is unable to do these activities? Patient ये सब अगर नहीं कर पाए तो क्या करेगा? They are good candidates for assisted living. In India, actually this lecture I had made for an international audience. But the thing is, India we still do not have assisted living as a very robust activity. I mean, it's not very robust and it's not so well developed. But if you have a patient who has such a problem, assisted living is a good option to think about if you know that they have good facilities, etc.
Dementia ऊपर से जो उत्तर.
So what is the diagnosis? How do I diagnose it? First, history, physical examination, memory test, न्यूरोसाइकेट्रिक टेस्ट, कॉग्निटिव टेस्ट, इमेजिंग टेस्ट, और ये सब चीजें करनी जरूरी है, तभी जाके हम एक फाइनल डायग्नोसिस डिमेंशिया के बारे में कर सकते हैं. या आज तक सिर्फ 4 ड्रग्स अवेलेबल है ऑफ डिमेंशिया फॉर ट्रीटिंग द एसोसिएटेड सिम्टम्स ऑफ डिमेंशिया एंड ट्राइंग टू प्रोग्रेस. The disease cannot be reversed. Okay, that is very important to know. It can only be, the progression can be increased. अगर 10 साल में patient deteriorate होता है तो 15 साल में deteriorate हो सकता है. But this disease cannot be reversed. ये problem जानना जरूरी है. This is why caregivers are affected. Non-drug behavior therapy जो आप लोग दे सकते हैं from your home, from your own little space. So what is important is to make their lives uncomplicated and safe. You can do this, which is prepare lists, schedules, calendars, and labels, and then do certain, you go with them, let them do physical activities, but you be involved. You tell them also to get involved with you, because that is how you can keep them involved. Main problem will be driving, cooking, and handling. But one important thing is don't take over these activities, because if you take over, वो बोलेंगे तुम कौन क्यों कर रहे हो मेरे साथ? Why are you replacing me? I know what to do. I will do it myself. This will become counterproductive. फिर क्या फायदा होगा? आपका क्या फायदा होगा? Finally कुछ नहीं होगा. So that is why you should not take over things. Let them make them realize कि भाई मुझे नहीं आता है, ठीक है चलो आप ले लो, मेरे को समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. This includes finances also, which is a very important factor. And males ज़्यादा करके finances handle करते हैं इंडिया में, so they will not be ready to give over those financial aspects. That's why dementia care facilities, which is very important, and we do not have much in India. And I hope someday I can, or rather I am able to do something about it. So the problem is lack of awareness and stigmatization. आज भी इंडिया में इसके बारे में stigmatization है, because people wonder, अरे मैं भूल रहा हूँ, मेरा क्या capacity, लोग क्या सोचेंगे, will be a big thing even today. Dementia, I mean, they are educated, people are educated. I'm talking about educated people. I'm not even talking about uneducated people. Educated people will say कि भाई मैं भूल रहा हूँ, मैं दुनिया को कैसे बोल सकता हूँ कि मैं भूल रहा हूँ? It's impossible. And then this becomes another big problem, and for the family, for the relatives, for the friends, everybody. It impacts everyone at several levels. So who are caregivers? They can be family caregivers or respite caregivers. So since, as I said, I had given this for an international audience, वहाँ पे there were several, they were undergoing training for caregiving, and they have trained caregivers, and these were like Japanese nationals. So they have a very good robust system of caregiving and training, etc., which India mein abhi nahi hai. So let's see what happens in the future. Now, so nurses are skilled caregivers, but the caregivers per se, who are you at home, family members, you have to develop a personal touch with the patients and have personal touch. Usually India mein it is a family member who is a caregiver. You have to be very passionate and empathetic towards the patient, which is generally very easy because it is a spouse. It becomes a problem when you are not related to the patient. So how do you develop that relationship with your patient? which is very important. क्योंकि अगर आप relationship develop नहीं करोगे तो how are you going to be a caregiver? You will just be another ayabai or another maushi or another brother who takes care of your patient very mechanically. But we don't want that. We want good caregiving. We want good quality caregiving for our patients. So these are the qualities a person must have. What is important to understand is that it is an art. आप और मैं कैसे एक art piece को बनाते हैं will be different. I can have different I mean, how I color a particular picture will be different from the way how you color your picture, right? So it is we both have to color the same picture, but the way we color it will be different, and that is why it is an art. Caregiving is an art. It is literally an art. I still truly believe it's an art. Science to hai, science understanding of all those things is there, but it is an art at the end of the day. So as a caregiver, what do we need to know? We need to know what are the typical symptoms, non-typical symptoms, what is normal, what is not normal. These are the tips, which is very important, I think. Of all the things that you take home, please take home this. This is my take home message, I would say. During bathing, what do you do is that you the patient should feel thoda aise dirty, make them dirty, like make them do gardening or thoda haath pair ganda are theek hai chalo let's go for bathing now, it's time to bathe. That means once you take them, then they will be agreeing to bathe, otherwise they will not like to bathe. Make the process more exciting and ensure there is you have to start giving the shower from the leg, because suddenly आप body पे दोगे ना तो shock लगेगा और फिर वो लोग नहीं करेंगे, they will stop taking bath. So the most important is you start from the leg and then go up slowly. What is important in the elderly, you should understand that side railings, कहीं पे भी जाओ side railings डालो. Side railings बहुत, चाहे it's a useless place in the house also, you put side railings, because you never know when the elderly just walk, you never know when dementia patients कब उठ के कहीं और चले जाए, कुछ समझ में नहीं आएगा. At least they will have no side railings है तो पकड़ेंगे वो side railings को. Not every house has somebody to help the patient, so this can help. Eating, ensure that you give appropriate times to eating. याद रखना कि there was a study, a red plate study, जहाँ पे dementia patients को अगर आप लाल plate में खाना दोगे तो उनका chances of eating are more, they will gain weight also. This was a proper study done, which means अगर dementia patient है so preferably give their food in red plates. Also remember that there has to be a contrast. अगर red plate में आप red खाना डालोगे तो कोई फायदा नहीं होगा. Red plate में आप कुछ white खाना डालो या something. There has to be a contrast of the colors, which makes the look of the food more palatable. जब तक वो palatable दिखेगा नहीं, जब तक आप उसको अच्छी तरह से present नहीं करोगे, there will be no use of this food, because they will not eat. And you have, if you have specific timings, timings तो आप रखोगे ही, but you have to give some space, क्योंकि ये कुछ भी हो सकता है ना. डिमेंशिया पेशेंट्स हैं, कभी कहीं चले गए, उनको खाना नहीं खाना है. You have to keep space for their eating. You just can't say 9 बजे 12 बजे and 10 बजे, ऐसे specific timings नहीं रख सकते. Keep slight flexibility. Toileting and incontinence, क्या होता है उनको समझ में आता है, privacy they understand, remember that. So therefore they may say that you get out. Why you don't get out? I'm not interested in your taking bath. What are you trying to do? Why are you coming inside my bathroom? Why I have to take bath? What are you trying to see? They will say. So we don't want all that, right? So just tell them to get into the bathroom. Keep the door slightly ajar and you do your work outside the bathroom until they tell you please come in and help. Don't help. Okay, and light should always be on. as far as possible use disposable pads. If they are bedridden, then pants डालना ही नहीं है, उनको pants डालो ही मत अगर वो bedridden है especially, because then वो निकालना डालना बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है. Rubber mats डाल सकते हैं so that your bed does not get बार खराब नहीं होवे. And this, this was, of course, since I had given this for an international audience, this was something for, regarding family members who are suffering dementia. They had to take legal advice. I'm not sure in India as yet, do we have advanced care planning, which is where you have, power of attorney, end of life care, etc. This is a little dicey situation. Because kuch countries mein it is still allowed and kuch countries mein it is not allowed. So when you consider self-care, remember it can get frustrating. I'm talking about caregivers ka self-care, okay, which is you who is helping out a dementia patient. आपको खुद का केयर लेना बहुत जरूरी है, because जब तक आप खुद का केयर नहीं लोगे दूसरों का केयर कैसे करोगे? How will you help somebody else? You will be frustrated all the time and आपका frustration आप patient पे उतारोगे तो क्या फायदा हुआ? Finally कुछ फायदा नहीं हुआ ना. So take help. जब भी help की जरूरत है, please ask somebody, tell somebody, talk to somebody who's in the same situation or similar situation like yours, so that you can exchange notes. तो इससे आपका stress levels कम हो जाएगा. If you are a caregiver, remember you're caring for a loved one. It is always going to be difficult and frustrating. It will be a constant battle, but you have to know how to deal with this. Okay. Time together should be positive. So jitna ho sakta hai, you have to have positive time together. So even if they are living in an assisted care homes where they can help them with all the other activities, the time that you spend with your relative, at least that time should be really positive. So you ensure positive time. You have to be calm. Finance and driving may be affected, but again, like I said, don't take over. Safety in the kitchen and bathroom and sleeping area and staircase is very important. So you have to have slide railings. Don't suddenly change place. आज ये घर में कल दूसरे घर में परसों तीसरे घर में ऐसे मत करो. You cannot suddenly change. You have to slowly make them get used to the new environment, because if they get if you suddenly change, they will get confused, और confusion में उनका agitation, anger सब कुछ बढ़ेगा, and then it will be a bigger problem for you. So what is the benefit of care homes, which is again not of much value to India, but that's what I wanted to tell you, that basically you need to take care of your patients, but first take care of yourself. Any question and answers? I'm happy to answer them. Thank you.
Is it advisable to protect homes?
Only thing is,
there was one question that was asked. What's the difference between dementia and amnesia?
Amnesia is different. Amnesia is very, dementia is a certain events, and it is a medical condition. Amnesia is not a medical condition. It occurs due to suppose if somebody has a brain injury or sudden traumatic brain injury, so patient will have amnesia there. They forget those events, but there is no functional loss. In dementia, there is a functional loss.
Anybody has any questions?
Yes. Yeah. Can I?
Please tell me your name before.
Yeah, I'm Dr. Jyoti here, Dr. Anita.
Yeah.
Lovely. Very thankful from the bottom of my heart for having this topic, today. I wanted to ask you, ma'am, that when we have this patients of dementia, do they also come at times with psychosomatic illnesses? If they are there, then how do we differentiate? Because in geriatric, as it is, we keep saying that this could be age related, number one. Second, if they have this background of some psychiatric issue, whatever it is, due to certain reasons, due to grief, most of them. And thirdly, whether it is dementia. So how do we as caretakers at home take care or try to understand this, ma'am?
Madam, first of all, there is a complete, history, as I said, history, physical examination, etc. And we differentiate between the reversible causes and irreversible causes of dementia. We see what is there. If it is reversible, you reverse it, then the problem is solved. If it is irreversible, then irreversible, that means patient has some form of dementia. Now, what kind of dementia we have to analyze further? There is definitely certain psychiatric symptoms will be there, but that again we'll have to come to a conclusion based on the history and the physical exam.
Yes. So assessment,
yes, assessment, and we do various tests like MOCA, MMSC, and all those things, and you check your ADLs, BADLs, is there functional decline, etc. We see, then we come to a conclusion that patient has got dementia. And if there are associated psychiatric symptoms, then you treat those. But all those, like I said, all those treatment, donepezil, memantine, etc., that also to some level helps to treat the psychiatric symptoms.
Okay, ma'am, one more question. Am I allowed, sir?
Go ahead.
Yeah. Second thing which I said, how important or a good role does these therapeutics of homeopathy or batch-flower remedies help in this? Because I have seen good results to a few of them, of course not to all, but definitely yes. Of course, provided given at what time.
Frank, I have no idea about homeopathy.
Okay. Or even batch remedies, because they're very much mind-related.
I'm not aware of allied therapy because I've never dealt into it, so I'm not aware of it. So I don't know about it, but if you think it works, fair enough.
Okay, fine. Thank you so much.
Yes, Raj, you have a question?
Yeah, doctor, you mentioned that there are only a limited amount of drugs or medication for this, and this is non-reversible, right?
Yes.
So can you elaborate on that? So what is the medication for?
Currently, there are only 4 medications, and apparently, like 1 week ago, there was a new medication called as adacanumab. So there was a new medication that was introduced, but then there was a big issue about that also, and people started. The people who actually approved the FDA, they only had to resign because there was some problems with the saying okay for those medications. But
the cost was 3.5 crores a year.
Sorry?
For that medication. The cost of that medication was 3.5 crores a year.
Oh my God.
No, not 3.5 crores. Sorry. 35 lakhs a year. Sorry.
16 crores, I think.
35 lakhs a year. 35 lakhs a year.
Oh my God. But then it was useless, no, because everyone knows that it is not reversible. This disease is not reversible as of now. We need further research to know what is that factor that can be reversed. But as of now, nothing is, we do not know much about it.
Any other questions?
Yeah, could I ask one, please?
Yes, Angela.
Is dementia is associated with Alzheimer's, Parkinson's?
Yes, that's what I said. Dementia is an umbrella term below which, Alzheimer's is a type of dementia. Okay, Parkinson's usually does not have a dementia in the initial stages, but in the later stages, as the Parkinson's progresses, they will have dementia.
No, but give you an example. My brother's suffering from Parkinson's.
Okay.
He's under medication, the homeopathy. He takes it all the way from Bombay. It goes to Canada, US, the US. But I feel there is a slight.
Yeah, there will be. That's what I'm saying. As Parkinson's progresses, there will be slight amount of dementia will be present. In the initial stages, it will not be there, but as the disease progresses, it will be there.
Maybe in the earlier stages.
No, in the later stages.
Doctor, what about Parkinson's?
Yeah. Parkinson's, again, that's what I said. Parkinson's, as it progresses, initially there will not be much dementia, but as it progresses, the dementia levels increase, which means the forgetfulness, the functional disability, all those things will increase.
Madam, what are the preventions we could take, say, when we are in the 50 or 55 years old? From that time, before we become seniors, could take some preventions or some kind of activities which we indulge in, which would keep us away from this dementia coming to us early? What would you say would be prevention or precautions?
According to me, that dementia is a irreversible condition. We all know that, and it is not possible to prevent dementia. But we can always do activities, exercises. I did mention in one of the slides, I think, where you do exercises, keep your mind young, keep doing Sudoku, keep doing some mind activities which will keep you alert all the time. So these are some of the kinds you can do, but that does not mean that you will not get dementia. And you cannot say that you're getting dementia. What happens is, by the time you have got dementia, it's been 20 years since 10 years or 20 years since you have already the proteinaceous changes have started in your brain.
Is there no dietary factor that we could indulge in which would prevent this kind of thing happening? Some kind of fruit or vegetable could be taken regularly. From this.
If that was the case, I'm sure we wouldn't be suffering from this disease.
Is it genetic also? Is it genetic?
Yes. It is. There is a hereditary component, but again, that is a likelihood. It does not necessarily mean that your patient will suffer from dementia. Just because your father has dementia doesn't mean you will suffer from dementia. It is a likelihood.
Any other questions? We have time for only one more. Doctor, thank you very much. This has been a very, very useful session.
Dr. Anita?
Yeah, tell me.
And we hope to see you again soon. Thank you very much, Doctor.
You can email me your questions if you want.
We will be putting your email ID on our website under your video. This video has been recorded.
Okay.
And people can just go there and click on it and contact you in case they need to.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Doctor.
Thank you.